We're live with Truck Simpson here. What's going on, Truck? Lorenzo Truck Simpson in the building. He will be fighting August 14th in the Showdown in A-Town. Truck, man, how are you, brother? Good morning.
Good morning, you guys. I'm feeling good, chilling, getting ready, narrowing down. I'm feeling amazing right now.
Good to hear, man. Good to hear. So, just to, I guess, get some facts, you're still training with Calvin Ford?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So he'll be in the building for your fight August 14th.
Yes.
I'm also hearing a stablemate. I guess you can tell us a little information as far as last name. Is Stacy? Someone named Stacy is going to be on that card, possibly?
Yeah, Stacy Salvi is on the card. He 3-0. 3 knockouts, I believe, or 2 knockouts. He signed to GTD, so which is Gervonta Davis. Yeah, he would be on the card.
So I want to ask something. Make it a little uncomfortable, but I thought you was with MTK Global. Did you part ways, or are you guys still together?
I wouldn't say. I actually wouldn't know what to say. You would have to ask my uncle.
All right, because I haven't, I didn't see them talking about this upcoming fight, so I wasn't sure whether or not you guys were still together. Nonetheless, you are staying active, and you're the main event at the Cosmopolitan. How does it feel, obviously, to be the main event in Atlanta? And are you, I guess, foreseeing a sold-out crowd?
I'm definitely seeing a sold out crowd. I've been selling out shows, underground shows. So at least when it's time for me to make that deal with that network, I know that they know that I can bring a lot of fans and I can put asses in seats. So it's an amazing thing.
So there's a rumor going around that Gervonta Davis has never missed a Truck Simpson fight. Is that true?
I think he missed probably one fight, and because I believe Gervonta was born, but I can honestly say he don't miss my fights.
That's what's up. How does that feel? Does that give you added motivation, or you feel like it's pressure? Because he's obviously kind of like the big bro, right?
It's definitely motivation. It's never pressure because he's do you see how when he fight? He has Coach Calvin, but he had Floyd helping him as well. Mm-hmm. That's just how he be at my fight. He don't even have a seat really. He's standing right there. He that close. He telling me what he see from outside. He know I can see good inside, but sometimes some things you can't see from the inside that people can see on the outside. So he a big help.
Absolutely. That's definitely got to be motivation. Now I feel like it's gonna be a. Do you feel like this is your biggest fight card ever?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's the biggest fight card, no.
So you've headlined something bigger than this? Because I feel like it's a lot of star power. You got yourself, obviously.
I haven't headlined something bigger, but I fought in bigger
events.
Bigger cards.
Okay.
Can I ask a question? How do you find it making weight? Is it a struggle, and will you stay at the weight that you're at, and would you look to move up?
No, I don't think weight is a struggle. Everybody that know me know I'm a workaholic. Just the time being for the last camp, there's no excuses. But I went through a lot of things with life period. The year 2020, I lost a set of grandparents, and I lost my uncle, which probably was the closest person to me. So I wasn't gonna say I wanted to stop boxing, but I wasn't into boxing like that. I wasn't taking my job serious, but I realized what happened, and now I'm just gonna have to do it for them. And I took my crown.
Motivation, yeah. And would you see yourself moving? Sorry, I'm a bit out of touch. What weight cat are you in at the minute?
I'm gonna fight at 160 for this fight, but I go from 154 and 160. I fluctuate.
Oh, okay. So would you look to go to 168 super middle, or 154 and 160 is your comfort zones for the rest of your career? Would you? I'm
a campaign at these 2 week class. Whatever opportunity come first, or whatever ranked the highest, I'm gonna take the belt at that weight class.
Right.
But eventually, I'm only 21. I just turned 21, so my body definitely gonna grow. So I can definitely see me at 68 in the near future, like 2 years or a year and a half, maybe.
Right. Okay. Sorry, one more question there.
Go right ahead.
If you could pick, sorry guys, if you could pick like anyone to fight, like it doesn't matter, it obviously in your weight cap, who would be the person that you would want to fight?
Like anybody, like now or
it didn't matter. There's no holds bars. There's no this side of the street, that side of the street. This one's got this. Just who would be your perfect fight for now if you could do it now?
Charlo.
I knew he was going to say that. I knew he was going to say that.
But you fighting at 2 divisions, so which Charlo? Because you fighting at 54 and 60.
Really, both though. I really like to fight with both.
Wow, both. Okay.
I'm talking about the Charlos.
I respect the Charlos a lot, but like as boxing fans, so you guys know, like I feel like my style is like tailor made for them too. Like it's like it's tailor made for them.
And what did you see with
their style was made for a lot of other people. I feel like my style, I would look amazing if I do my job on one of them.
With the Castano fight, who did you see with Jamal? Who did you see winning? How did you call it?
I think Castano won. The 117 one. I can see a draw only because we know how it go in boxing. If you're the champion, but I don't see Charlo winning neither. But that 117, 111 was like disrespectful.
Yeah, it was a little bogus.
Yeah, that was disrespectful.
Yeah.
How did the name Truck come about, Lorenzo? I mean, I know tank. You got tanks. You got trucks in the camp. How that come about?
That's true. I never thought of that.
Man, come to our gym one time. We got a lot of names. Everybody get nicknames. We got nicknames. John Wick, Grinch, Time Machine. We got many nicknames. But when you first come in, you show what you're about, and that's how you get your nickname. So the first day I actually came in the gym, I instantly sparred. And of course, I didn't know too much. I knew the basics, but I didn't know too much because I'm a young kid that fights, so we know how to fight. But I just went straight through him.
All right, so the truck name is definitely I guess an insight into your style. Then is that your type of style? Pressuring, overwhelming the opponents.
I feel like I haven't developed a style yet because I like if you give me a style, it's like I did it on an A-class fighter or a B-class fighter. I don't feel like nobody got to see my style yet because I can actually box. Just like I tell people all the time, I think Tank is a better boxer than he's a better puncher, but nobody got to show us yet because the guys, the hard work we put in, the guys not being durable enough to take the power that we have. So I feel like just wait to see.
Well, how tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
Okay.
Decent height.
So we got some questions from the people. You have it pulled up, Alex, or no?
Not quite yet, but I'll have it up in 2 seconds.
All right. So when do you foresee yourself coming out? Like, because the fight card, the doors open at 5 o'clock. What time is the main event yourself, you think, doing your ring walk? And have you picked your ring walk song yet?
I haven't picked my ring walk song yet. Well, I did, but I really can't tell you. So
surprise. Okay.
So, but if start at 5, I think probably like 9:30, 10ish, that time right there.
Okay. And who's doing your outfit? You have someone new, or do you work with a particular person that does your ring outfits? And are they on Instagram? I know there's a lot of people emerging now. That's why I'm trying to figure it out.
I actually
make sure it's not too heavy.
Shots fired.
I actually work with Dan's nephew, but he don't really do the Instagram.
All right, so this is gonna be a Dapper Dan suit.
Yeah, my last probably 4 fights been through him. My uniform's been him.
Nice.
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 All right. So.
Where we going?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, where are we going? Your show.
Say again?
I'm saying, where are we going? What are we doing?
Oh, the next question. Well, I'm going to get out to the people. We got James Valdez in San Antonio, Texas. He says, if David Benavidez fights Jamal Charlo, who wins and how?
I believe Benavidez win by knockout, probably late, just because Charlos are tough. So like, you're not going. I don't think they just going for early rounds, but I think Benavidez is way more skilled than Charlo.
It doesn't matter to you that he hasn't been in the ring with anybody like a Charlo. Like his resume, like no one on his resume looks like a Charlo, fights like a Charlo, or is as accolated as a Charlo. Does that not matter?
I don't really see nobody.
Lady Chan said no.
I don't see nobody on Charlo thing that been like Benavidez either.
Good point.
Let
me see.
As well.
I mean, nobody definitely has that activity or, that style of Benavidez. I don't know. I'm not as high as the world on Benavidez. I feel like he squares up a lot and he's going to – I mean, Ronald Graville put him down. How could Charlo, the big one, not? How y'all overlooking that? Like, Graville – he had a rematch with Graville. No one expected him to have 2 fights with Graville. How could we just overlook Charlo? I don't know. You're a 2-time champ. Austin Trout on there, Bundridge, Julian Williams.
Him, but I think right there in front of Benavidez. He right there in front of Benavidez, and Benavidez output. The Charlos, when they fight like hard, when both of them just fought very active, both of them was like tired.
So you saying if you put the pressure on them, they tank might be the reason?
I believe so. I mean, that's what happened these last 2 fights. When both of them just fought,
right,
and they was at a high pace. Both of them gassed out. When power shots wasn't landing, they gassed out. And we know Benavidez is gonna be Benavidez always dirt, and he's gonna be active. And he's not that guy that Charlo fought. He's much bigger, much stronger. He has knockout power.
Have you ever?
Yeah. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Lady Chen.
I'm just saying, Benavidez is a pressure fighter. He comes forward. He does take a lot of shots. He does absorb a lot of shots. But I just don't think, looking at both of them, they're both recent fights, Benavidez is just going to keep on coming. And like my guy said, it's going to be missing with the power shots. He drains his energy. His tank's going to dwindle. He's more reliant on power at the minute than more on boxing. But Benavidez, he's not going to care. He's power, straight through it.
Yeah.
Benavidez all the way for that Charlo fight.
I don't know. Big Charlo showed me good defense too in that Derevyanchenko fight. The way he was catching them shots off the ropes.
I think Benavidez is definitely open for counter shots, especially those uppercuts that Jamal likes to throw as a counter. I don't know. It would be a great fight, man.
Great fight. What do you think about that, though, Chuck? What do you think about the fact that Benavidez is on Charlo's heels? Like, he is saying he's ducking me. He's saying he'll come to 160. Charlo's saying get a vaccine. Then he's saying I'm not really a 68. I'm not moving up. Like, we've never seen Charlo, have so many things to say about, other than let's fight.
I mean, that's self-proof right there that the fight wouldn't be no walk in the park, or it's not no easy win. So, man, I don't know. I don't really be into it, so I wouldn't say he ducking him, but this fight should be easy to happen. Yeah,
duck is a hard word, man. Over my years in the sport, I understand that sometimes there's just a better route. Either that's more economical, or something like that. But let me ask you, last question on that Charlo Benavidez situation. Is that worth pay-per-view? Like, should the first fight be pay-per-view, or do you think that's just a Showtime or like a Fox fight? Big Charlo, David Benavidez.
I don't really recall Benavidez bringing a crowd. I know I was at the Charlo fight, and he did cool to be in his city. He did good to be in his city. But pay-per-view, I don't feel like neither one of them really pay-per-view yet. But they both need that name, so I feel like the fight should really happen because they both need a strong name.
Speaking of pay-per-view, today we're talking Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter, and that's what Bob is saying, like that he's confident this fight will get done both with PBC and ESPN, doing an ESPN Fox pay-per-view in November. Do you think we'll finally get Terrence Bud Crawford versus Sean Porter. And yeah, man, how does that fight play out in your mind?
I really think it's gonna happen just because Sean fought everybody and really don't have nobody else to fight, and Terrence is not doing anything. So I think the fight definitely will happen. And how it play out, I never judge a fight when it's against Sean Porter. I was just in camp with him. I was just
about to say, you being in Vegas, I know you must have sparred him.
Yeah. I was just working with him, and like even me, I'm a very poised fighter, and like he can just change. He can make you change. Like he can. It's just weird to explain. Like anybody Sean fight, it never go how you expect it to go.
Do you think the biggest thing you need in a Sean Porter fight is accuracy or gas tank?
Gas tank.
Yeah, that
He
gas
gonna
tank.
push the hell out you. Is that?
I would say gas tank before accuracy, because Earl was probably one of the most accurate fighters out right now, and you hit him with them shots, and he still he gonna come. So I feel like you gonna need the gas more. You need the gas. You gotta willing to fight him the whole time.
So being in the ring with him, do you think that like he applies? I don't know if you have another phrase or word for it. I like to call it mental pressure, where he's like making you do stuff, but he ain't really moving his hand. He just in front of you. He constantly in front of you, putting that mental pressure. So it's making the fighter want to work harder than he needs to. And that's how I feel his fights play out. I don't know how it is in sparring though, but you said something, so I wanted to touch on it.
It's kind of, sort of. See, like mental pressure would be like tank, like knockout punch. When they coming, you know that they coming. Like somebody like that, that's the most mental pressure. With Sean, it's like you can't get ready for it. You don't know what he doing. Like he just moving different type of ways that you ain't never used to, and constantly. So you constantly thinking. So I mean, in a way, it's mental pressure, but it's really like you're not afraid what he about to do. You just don't know what he doing. Like and then it's constant. Like every time you think he's about to stop, it's just he just gone. And, yeah, he just moving this.
Can I ask, in sparring in that, does he tend to do the windmill effect? The windmill.
Yeah, that's how he fight. That's how he fight, and it worked for him.
Did he do the foot stomp with you? Did he do the foot stomp? He like to stomp his foot, he stomps his foot like he about to, like it's a feint, but it's really a stomp.
That's how he fight. Of course.
I call it Flintstone stomp.
Oh my God, I love Sean. I think this is gonna be a fantastic fight. Let me ask you: do you think Crawford has the ability, skill, and power to continue that knockout streak? When it comes to Sean, that's gonna be. It'll be knockout number 10 in a row if he can do it. Can he do it?
I definitely wouldn't doubt him. He's pound for pound, arguably probably number 1 or top 3. Mm-hmm. So I definitely wouldn't question his knockout power. I definitely believe he can do it. If he does do it, the Earl fight has to happen. Like because Earl didn't. He didn't. Earl looked at Rocky in the fight. It was a very close fight to me. It could have went a draw to me, honestly, with Earl and Sean.
See, Lady Chan, I told you this fight dangerous.
If he knocks him out, the fight gotta happen.
This is what I'm saying. It's a dangerous fight if they really let Porter fight him, because now everybody gonna think what you think. Like if he looks better beating Porter than Earl did, it's like, no, we want that fight now, and the pressure gonna be on.
Happen.
But anyway, we got a few more questions for you. Coach Myers says, what's up, champ? For the last 2 years, I've been saying you versus Joey Spencer is a big fight for y'all. What do you think about that matchup? And is that a matchup we'll see soon, or would you rather build that fight as big as possible?
Me and Joey Spencer fought in the amateurs. Of course, I beat him. I think.
Why? Of course.
I think it's a good matchup. I don't know how gradually he will move. So I don't know if it would be how it's gonna be bigger later, but yeah, it's definitely could be a big fight.
Okay, we got King Born in Brooklyn. It says, King Born from Crown Heights, Brooklyn here. Peace, Truck. I love how you destroying your competition. My question is, give me your top 5 fighters that you like to watch. Keep doing your thing. Peace.
Top 5.
But not who's your top 5, just your top 5 you like to watch, like the people that bring you.
I like to watch now or period.
Now.
Let's do now. Let's do now.
Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney. Who else? Let me see who else. I love Furry and Joshua.
Oh, okay. So doesn't have to be
and who else I like? Oh, Caleb. I like Caleb.
Oh man, now we got a bunch of.
I'm a very big fan of. What's the monster? The monster. What's his? How you say his name?
Inouye.
He talking about Inouye.
Yeah.
So which Caleb do you like? It's not Truax, is it?
Yo, you take mad shots, Lady Chan.
Yo, Miss Chan got the shots coming.
Yo, so Truck, man, since you brought up Caleb Plant, I know you in Vegas, so you see him very closely.
Yeah.
It looks like he getting this big Willy Wonka ticket, the Canelo fight, the dream fight. How you think that plays out, man? A lot of people counting my boy out, man. I think Sweet Hands actually got some sweet hands.
I love Caleb. But I just feel like I love Caleb. Caleb, no, man, that's my guy. I just feel like at the time being, nobody can beat Canelo at this time. That's just how I feel. I love Caleb. I think Caleb would beat everybody else, but at this time, I don't think nobody beats that man.
Exactly.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that feeling.
Yep, he ain't beat. Guys, let's just drop it. Like, let's just let's be in reality sometimes. Like, when he was fighting Billy Joe Saunders, I'm from the UK, I got slewed. I told everyone Billy Joe Saunders is not going to beat Canelo. Oh, how can you not back your British bro? And I was like, bruv, I'm from realism. He ain't.
I'm from realism, UK.
Yeah, for real, dude.
That was a great one.
Next was coming in from Brandon Lenz, and he says, "Who is the fighter that you think has the best chance to make Tank Davis have to show us his boxing ability?"
Good question.
I think Teofimo is one of the guys that could actually make Tank do something different. Just because he coming just like Tank is coming. That's how I feel. I feel like he coming with the power just like Tank. And then I think he thinking Tank's smaller, that he's gonna come. Devin is gonna box your ears off, so you're not gonna really see too much different. All the other guys box. I think Teofimo or Ryan will really show him box a little bit.
Okay.
What? Depending on their power, he gonna come forward too.
I want to ask you, we've been talking about this, and I've been forcing it on people. I think it's a big fight. I'm getting laughed at. I mean, they laughing hard at me, right? But Leonard Ellaby was on Twitter, and he said Tank could be in a big fight, and he put quotes, big pay-per-view at 147. So before I tell you who people laughing at me for picking, who do you think is a safe? I mean, because obviously nobody want to see him lose, and I know Leonard ain't gonna put him in there with somebody that could make him lose, right? So, like, who you think this 147 fighter could be?
Who, guys?
Ooh. What? Damn, you think he could fight? I mean, people think Ugas beat Porter in some. Yeah, all right, Lady Chan, you hating on Porter. We're going to get you set up in the ring with Porter.
The ref didn't take it as a knockdown. That was BS.
I don't know.
Tank can beat Ugas.
Yeah, he was.
Wow, you think he could beat Ugas?
Yeah.
Me and Tank did more rounds than probably anybody. I think he can beat Ugas.
Wow. So here's my name so you can laugh like everyone else.
Go ahead.
Andre Berto has magically been put on the rankings, bro. Like, he's been inactive for 4 years. He's a welterweight. He's only like 5'6" or 5'7", and now he's top 10 after not fighting in 4 years. And he's an Al Heyman boy. That shit makes sense.
I heard him say something about him and Al had a good talk.
Exactly. And what would be bigger in Atlanta with Tank? I mean, obviously, Devin and Tank is the biggest thing to do in Atlanta or Vegas. But if you can't get Devin, I don't know. You like the Berto fight? You think I should stop saying that out loud?
Nah.
Why not match him up with Conor Ben?
I think you.
All I gotta.
I think that it might happen.
Exactly.
Tank and the team always surprise you. So I really believe that fight can possibly happen.
What do you think? How do you think he does? Because look, obviously Berto is 4 years out of the ring, but the power there.
He's knocking Berto out.
But what about Berto's power?
He's knocking Berto out.
I'm not.
But I don't think nobody ever knocked Berto out. Not even Porter.
Well, yeah.
Floyd hurt Berto. How old Floyd was at this time?
He ain't knock him out though. He ain't knock him out.
He ain't quit.
Yeah, but Tank is knocking dudes out.
Tank is knocking him out.
Let's get back to realism again. Let's rotate back into realism.
Yo, that's a great fight. I don't know why people. Yo, see,
is knocking him out.
That's a good fight though. Or you think the Ugas fight better?
I don't know about it being a great fight, champ. Tank gonna smoke him.
It's a fight. You can't just say that.
Fight.
Yeah, he won. He 126 pounder. I don't know why people think Conor Ben. He busy. Conor Ben busy, and he ain't gonna come over here. We all know that. Matchroom got a plan. They got a plan. He find Granados.
That'd be a good fight though.
Down the line. You know, I like Conor Ben. He doing his thing, but I don't think the Matchroom. And even I don't think that, you know, like Leonard. What you think about that, Truck? Tank and Conor Ben.
I don't think that's happening.
That's a serious fight right now, especially at welterweight. That's too big. That kid he lets his hands go, and he ain't get big enough. When Conor gets as big as he's supposed to be, then I could see that, because it'll be like when Floyd fought Ricky Hatton. You know, let Conor come over here with all them damn fans. Then we gonna knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Because he wide.
Yeah.
He was hitting Vargas like with these loopy shots. Somebody could come up under that with that Tank uppercut. But anyway,
I can do that. Yeah.
We do got Steve in the UK that says, "Hey champ, thanks for coming on the show. You said you weren't you weren't taking boxing seriously at the beginning. What distractions did you have, and what made you focus solely on your career now?" Thanks for coming on the show, Steve in the UK.
No, not at the beginning. When the incidents first happened, I didn't have that motivation to go in the gym. Okay. I wasn't going in the gym as much. I'm a young person, so I was just really. At first I was just trying to work it off, but it wasn't working because I was in a sad motion. So when I finally got to breathe, I wasn't in a boxing mood, and then I had to find a little back.
Mhm.
Your mental wasn't in it at the time.
Yeah, I wasn't mentally there, and then the last minute I just tried to do things, and it was. Even when I missed weight, it wasn't like, oh, I couldn't make weight. It was like my body and my mind just wasn't trying to let me do nothing.
Yeah, you're grieving. I just see someone in the comments, big up Sentos. He said that a Tank and a Conor Ben wouldn't be a big enough draw. So, all right.
What?
So why was the Tank and a Barrios? This is Nigel Ben's son.
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's a big fight. That's a huge fight. That's a huge fight, but it just ain't. It ain't ready.
When it's supposed to happen, I'm saying it's still a huge fight.
If it happens, because the Tank thing, for all we know, it was Leonard just getting people on Twitter hot. You know what I mean? But Chuck, man, I want to thank you obviously for coming on. Those are all our questions from the people. I don't know if my co-host got anything else for you. If not, please give out social media. Let everybody know where to get tickets from. If not, I got the flyer and the phone number showing for anyone that wants to call in. But yes, please give out your social media, and thank you one more time for coming onto the show.
For sure. I really appreciate you guys. Y'all always help me, always backing me. Follow me at Lorenzo_Simpson or all social platforms. Stay tuned. I really think I got something special going. So stay tuned, and I'll fight for y'all. And I love being here.
All right. Thank you, brother. We look forward to getting you back on closer to fight week. And once again, man, thanks for coming on the show.
For sure.
Can't wait to be calling your fight, Lorenzo.
For sure.
All right, later. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Truck Simpson, Lorenzo Truck Simpson on the show.
Yo, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, from title, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.